Hello, ladles and jellyspoons. Tim down for living with MS in Tenerife. Christina's just getting ready for brunch, and so I thought I'd show you how I do my thumbnails. Foggy was saying he wants to learn this, so I'm going to show you how I do it. Well, first of all, I take pictures. So if we go into the Photos app on an iPhone, as you can see the three pictures down the bottom here, I've got a background, I've got a couple that I've gone on a walk with, for instance, and I've got myself. Well, the first thing I do is to take myself out of the background. So on an iPhone, it's quite easy. You just touch it, and it selects the thing. You say share, and then you say save image. You go to the next image, do the same thing. This is the couple, share, and then save image. And then the last one I don't need to do anything because it's going to be the background. So now what I do is I go into my my Pixelmator. Now I use Pixelmator. It is a paid app, but it is well worth it. It's a one-time fee, I think, and it's just been bought by Apple, so it might be cheaper or more expensive than I paid. But Pixelmator I really do recommend for the phone, and also you get it on the Mac as well. So Pixelmator, allow paste, so that'll allow all the stuff that's coming in there. So the first thing I do is to create a YouTube video thumbnail and add in the background. So just add the photo, stick the background in the background. There it is. I usually resize it slightly to get rid of the dark bars. There you go. And then I'll add in the photo of my guests, which are these. Bring it down slightly, put it right about there, and then I'll add myself in and bring that down here and go down a little smaller. There you go. Put them a little bit smaller so that it looks like we're on the same page. There you go. Cool. And take my life in my hands. Now what I can do then is either save that as a thing, or I can put a frame around it. So what I normally do is I will put a frame around it using a template. Now let's just take this and say save to photos. And then if I go in and look at one of the templates I use, let's say template for a Tuesday walk, so I will touch it and duplicate it, and then when I go in, you can see I've already got my my stuff in there. So first of all, what I'm going to do is, let's see if we can make this any bigger. Okay, let's move down a bit more. There you go. So that should give you an idea of what I'm doing. I'll just keep it like this. So what I do is I bring in just the photo of the couple and put that small down here like that, and then bring in myself. Bring in myself. Press the plus photo, and put that down here. So you can either do it from scratch or you can have a template. So smaller. There you go. There's Tim. Let's put my elbow there. There you go. Perfect. And that looks good. I can move the live around and Tuesday walk, and then save to photos. And that is how I do my thumbnails. So with Webbies, I do them slightly different. With Webbies, I always start from scratch with Webbies, and he sends me one picture. So that one picture last time was, let me see where it was, that one. So that's the picture he sends me, and then I go in and I isolate Webby as well, so I can pull Webby's isolated picture in. I've already done it, so there it is, and I'm going to put him on top of himself like that. The reason I do that is that you can go in and you can add text, and I'm going to add the text there. I'm going to make it impact, which is what I like. I'm going to make it yellow to stand out, and I'm going to go and make it style, have a stroke on it, maybe 3. There you go. So now I can change the text to whatever I want. So PSA testing, and I can put that up here somewhere, make it a little bit bigger. So go into text and up the size. There you go. And bring it over here. So it's slightly over his cap. There you go. Now what I can do is I can duplicate the text. Duplicate. And bring one of them below Webby. So half the text is behind him and half the text is in front of him. And then the top one, I will change the style blending mode to, let me see, overlay. There you go. And what that does, soft light? No, overlay's better. So what that does, the top side of text will sort of blend into Webby, and the rest of it will actually be the same as the one below. So that gives you an idea, and then I can bring in insert from, and I've got a couple of logos here. I can bring in the Webby's World logo here and put that there. I can put the Webby's World logo behind the text. Same type of deal. Maybe make it a bit smaller, stick it up in the corner there. No, it doesn't look good, just put it down in the corner there. So obviously it doesn't matter what position it's in if it's not covering anything. So that's another thumbnail you can do. So enjoy. I recommend Pixelmator. It's a very good program. And also when you go to export to photos, it gives you the right size as well for YouTube, so it doesn't make it too big. I think it's about 360 kilobytes. It's a very small file because you don't need a lot for thumbnails in YouTube. Well, I hope that was interesting, and if you got any questions, leave it in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. See ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya.